Today, we're in Columbia Valley having a red blend. Let's get it. Welcome to Wine Still of the Week, where I go find a bottle that's under $20 that's punched above its weight class. I can't wait to get into this wine today. Till next time, cheers. Hey, what up, y'all? It's the end of the week. I cannot wait to get into this wine with you. Hope everybody's having a wonderful week. I am definitely having a good one. My son was out of daycare all week, and so it's been us three, me, my lady, and my son for most of the week having a good time. So that's been fun. And also, if you don't know, it is Publishers Week on Grapes and Sand newsletter. So please go over there and subscribe. And there's more on that I'll be talking about at the end of this show. So stay tuned for that. But let's get into the wine. Today we are in Washington State, Columbia Valley to be precise, and we're talking about the Seven Hills Winery Red Wine Blend 2022. Now, Seven Hills, very well known winery. A lot of people know them. And normally I don't do a brand that's this big, but this is an interesting one. I've never seen this one before. I've seen their cabs and other blends, but this is just a red wine blend. So I'm curious, and I like Columbia Valley. So if this is good, I'm gonna give it some love. If it's bad, I'm gonna pan it. So anyway, here's the label. Hope you guys can see that. And yeah, so let's get into this. So when I looked it up, it was, again, not a lot of information. I know this is a Bordeaux blend for the most part. So probably leading off with Cabernet Sauvignon. I know they also have Merlot there and Malbec there. So maybe they're doing all of that in this blend. So I'm curious to know what's going on. So let's get into it. On the nose. So immediately I'm getting... black, and I literally just opened this up, so I probably should swirl this. I'm getting black currant, and I'm also getting a little bit of licorice here. Immediately, I haven't even gotten to the fruit yet, so that's why I'm swirling it. Let's see. We got blackberries going on here. We got a little bit of cassis here too. I'm getting purple plum here. Dark chocolate. High cacao, 85% and above. Like a little bit of a bitter chocolate here. There's a bit of flintiness here. There's a bit of kind of like a smoky thing going on here, and also like a little bit of a wet soil thing, which of course is an indicator for me that this is a Bordeaux varietal. If I was blind tasting this. I'm also getting coffee grounds. Let's go ahead and taste it and see if everything's translating to the palate. Wine Still of the Week will be right back. As a dad, I can sometimes feel the weight of the world on my shoulders, and meditation helps to release some of that weight. I'm also trying to break generational curses, and with that being said, meditation helps me to overcome some of those things. If you're a dad who meditates, check out my gear. Cheers. Now back to the show. This is nice. I like this quite a bit, actually. Great mouthfeel, great dryness around the palate, but like juicy and and full body in the mid palate. I'm sorry, full body on the palate, not in the mid palate, on the palate as a whole. Let's talk about structure a little bit more. Medium plus tannins, almost full, almost high tannins, I should say. These are builders too. But they're there, and they're strong and massive. But you know, you can still get to the fruit here. It's just these are some big tannins. Acid is medium, almost medium minus, so between medium minus medium. But decent amount to elevate it on the finish on the fruit, because this does have lush fruit up front, and let's get into that. There's approaches with the black berries that I was talking about, along with plum that kicks in more in the third quarter to the finish. As it gets into the palate, There's like, it definitely gets earthy in the mid. Definitely like a little soily kind of green herbal thing going on here. I dig it. I dig it quite a bit, actually. I think this adds complexity to it. There's also like a nice black licorice thing on kind of sitting there on the back of my tongue. Like that quite a bit. There's a little bit of like a sweet spice here too in the mid palate. But then as it gets to the finish, there's like a bitter chocolate that I was talking about. That also lingers there, along with like a kind of a black tea thing there too. So there is quite a bit of bitter on the finish. I like it though. I also think if this ages a little bit longer, that's going to smooth it out. But I do like that it's here, because even though it makes it a little disjointed, it's supposed to be there. I can tell it's supposed to be there by the way this wine is transitioning down my palate with the flavor profile. Very well done. I really, really like this wine. I'm surprised at how good this is, and how I don't know a lot about it. Interesting. I really want to know what the blend is on this. I looked it up. I was trying to find it, like, kind of winemaker notes, and I couldn't find any. Like, maybe one or two that said this is a Bordeaux blend, that's it. So, I'm curious. Let me take another sip to see if I forgot anything. It's also like a little bit of a cranberry thing going on here in the second to third quarter. I like this wine quite a bit. I highly recommend this wine. If you can get your hands on it, do it. If I'm scoring this wine, this is a 90 pointer to me. Easy 90 pointer here. And the still here is I actually got this. I found this at a grocery outlet in Hayward. And I've also seen it at the one in Antioch too, and the one in Brentwood. But yeah, this is at Hayward's grocery outlet, and this is good. This is definitely a steal. The price here is $10.99 for it, so definitely punching above its weight class, and still under the $20 mark. Highly recommend this wine. If you guys get your hands on it, do it. It's worth it. I think this will go really good with a big old steak. This has enough mass to do it. As far as the newsletter goes, this is Publishers Week, so I'll be having an article dedicated to what's going on in the publishing world, and along with that, the podcast will drop. I will be getting some excerpts from some books on there too this week, along with quite a bit of other things. So if you can subscribe for free, if you want to get access to the full thing that's going on over at Grapes and Sand newsletter, it's only $5 a month. Of course, the cost to buy me a cup of coffee monthly. And you'll have access to everything. So, highly recommend you do that. There are discounts that are applied if you are paying the $5 monthly. So, anyway, with that being said, my question of the day, what was the last great wine you had from Washington State? Guys, until next time, cheers.